Statistical questions and variability. We're going to be looking at standard 6.SP.1, which states we want to recognize a statistical question as one that anticipates variability in the data related to the question and accounts for it in the answers. For example, how old am I is not a statistical question, but how old are the students in my school is a statistical question because it anticipates variability in the students' ages, because not everyone is the same age. What I want you to gather from this lesson is to understand that data generated from statistical questions will vary. Recognize that responses to statistical questions have variation that can be used to draw conclusions about the data set. And I want you to identify the difference between a statistical and a non-statistical question. What is a statistical question? A statistical question is a question that would have variability in its answers. Variability means different. So we want to see a lot of different things when we ask these types of questions. Statistical questions do not have an exact answer. You're not going to say yes or no. You're going to have a broad spectrum of answer choices. You expect to get a variety of answers, and you anticipate that there will be different answers in the data. Why would you ask statistical questions? You use statistical questions when you want to find out more about a larger group. You might have a sample that you want to ask the question to, so you can make an analysis of what you might see in a larger group. How many people are in your homeroom class? Is that a statistical question? It's not statistical, because if you're polling kids in the same class, it would be the same number. What is your favorite food? Is that a statistical question? It is statistical, because while a lot of students may like pizza, there's a variety of answers to this question. How do I write statistical questions? Let's suppose that Julius is trying to find out what school sports sixth graders like to watch the most. So he's come up with two questions. What is your favorite sport to watch? Let's think about that question. Is it statistical? This question is a little too general. Someone's favorite sport to watch might not actually be a school sport. He wrote another question. What was the last sport game you watched at school? This one gets a little bit more specific, talking about school. However, depending on what time of year or what home game happened most recent, there may not be enough variability. So Julius could ask, which school sport are you most interested in watching? Circle one from the list below. He could provide a list of the sports at the school, and the varying answers would help Julius draw conclusions about which sports sixth graders at his school most like to watch. Game time! Directions. I'll give you a question. Take a few seconds to determine if it is statistical or not. Statistical or not? How many siblings do students in your class have? It is statistical. It will vary because not everybody has the same number of siblings. How many states are in the United States? Not statistical. While people might not know, or they may give you an incorrect answer, there is only one answer for this question. How tall are the students in the 6th grade? This is very statistical. We might have people ranging from 4 feet tall to over 6 feet tall. A political group asked voters waiting in line to vote, who are the two major candidates running for president this year? Not statistical. In a primary election, there are always two main candidates. A 6th grader asked her guidance counselor, how many clubs and sports are open to 6th graders at this school? It's not statistical. There would be very limited choices in how many clubs and sports are open to the 6th graders at the school. The Journalism Club surveyed students in the library and asked, about how much time do you spend reading each day? It is statistical because the answers will definitely vary on the amount of time that they spend reading each day. Now it's time to analyze. Which is a better statistical question to ask your classmates if you are interested in finding out which movies 6th graders enjoy watching? Explain. What is the most recent movie you saw? What are 3 of your favorite movies? Both of these are statistical questions. The key word here is we're looking for the better question. What are 3 of your favorite movies is the better question. If we look at the first question, while this is a statistical question, it's very limited to what is currently playing or what the kid has access to watch on a regular basis. It also doesn't include if they liked it or not. The second question is a better statistical question because it allows students to respond to what movies they really like, not based on what is the most recent one they saw. They might not have even liked the last movie that they saw. It also allows for multiple answers, which helps expand the variability.